Hello, welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about cryptocurrency trading. Is it a scam, or are you being misled into the profits in there and also the losses that you may have? If you're new to cryptocurrency and you want to learn more, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, do that now. And we're going to talk in absolute depth of why people think that cryptocurrency trading is a scam, what are the benefits of it, what are the disadvantages of it, and ultimately how you can discover how to learn how to do it effectively and, most importantly, be in profit. See you in a sec. Hello, I hope you are good. Misleading title a little bit, but ultimately I need to grab your attention. A lot of people, and over the last couple of days I've mentioned profits and trading, certainly when it comes to kind of mentioning ROI bots, and people think that trading on leverage platform is a scam. Definitely not a scam. However, be wary of what exchanges you are using and be sure that you are doing your due diligence in the exchanges that you choose to speak of. Now, I want to recommend a exchange today, one that I've been using for a while. It's really good. It's Bybit, and if I just quickly jump on it just to kind of show you, it is a leverage platform. It uses Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP and EOS, and you can leverage up to 100x, 100 times your balance basically. It's crazy really, and I'm going to talk about that in more detail in a bit and how it can really wreck people. But ultimately, if you know what you're doing, you can be very profitable. But the whole element of cryptocurrency trading is an element of risk and reward, and it doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're on Binance, whether you're on Bitfinex, whether you're on, I don't know, Qcoin, it's all the same. You have to buy low and then sell high. It's the game. But with leverage platform, you can do it the opposite way around. You can sell high and rebuy low, short the market. Now, it is a different kettle of fish. So, where do we begin with this video? Let's look at cryptocurrency as a whole. The charts. What do you see here? You see Litecoin, I hope. And Litecoin is going through a stage of halving where it's got a price hype and a price rise. And leverage trading is quite volatile at the moment when you are looking at the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, even XRP in certain extensions. When news and developments come out, there's opportunities to make money. And what do people do? New people want to make money fast. So that's the first protocol that I want to address. New people want the fast money, not the slow and balanced money that is in the market, which is do your research, buy low and sell high. That is the obvious. And you can do that trading with leverage platforms. You can just find the elements that you need to address, and you can use different strategies for investing, which I do, and totally different spectrums of tactics. Basically be a bank robber on margin trading. Totally opposite, right? So, 1, people want money fast. Number 2, people fail to categorize what they want to do. They're either a trader or an investor. You can be both, but you've got to have them separately. So for me, I'm both. I have a little pot of gold, crypto, in a Bybit account. Okay, that's as simple as it goes. What I do with that is I just trade independently Ethereum, just Ethereum. Okay, I trade that. I then put my profits out of Bybit when I'm happy, and I just hold Bitcoin or Ethereum. I trade a bit of it out into Bitcoin. Everyone is a holder, a hodler, okay, in this game. Everyone's like saying to me, just become a hodler, it's easy. Yeah, it is easy, but I want to make more. I want to make more. Simple as that. And to do that is by trading. But I always hold Bitcoin, I always hold Ethereum, I always hold the coins that I want to hold, and I cash out into Bitcoin. In my honest opinion, I don't see the point of buying Bitcoin right now. I would rather make free Bitcoin through trading other assets. Simple, innit? Simple percentages. So look at Litecoin for example here. Bitcoin halves every 4 years, so does Litecoin. It creates price bump. Now if you bought here, that is a 53% gain. I've been holding Litecoin from roughly that region, and I'm going to show it in a second. So I'm up a massive amount in my position. 53% is huge. If you are investing in property, if you invest in any other asset class, you do not get that return in literally less than a month. That's about 2 weeks worth. Give or take, is it 2 weeks? Let me just double check that. 19 days, so just over 2 weeks. Crazy, isn't it? So why do people think it's a scam? It's because they don't understand it. They do not understand this game. They want the money quick, but they do not have the patience or the mindset required. And literally, if you check the link below, you'll see that you, for example, yes, I put on the course. You can learn the course for £5. Literally, I have the first 5 lessons of my course teaching you what Bitcoin is, altcoins, blockchains, other phrases and keywords that you need to be aware of, and also how to buy Bitcoin. If you're new to this space and you want to start from the bottom, which you should, because a lot of people don't, I'm going to explain that in a second, you will get a much more profitable experience in this industry. You will enjoy it. Because what people tend to do is go, I want to buy Bitcoin, I want to trade leverage. All of a sudden it goes from A to Z before you've even slept. It's crazy, and I do not understand it. I've never got my head around it. I do not understand why. I've only recently, I say recently, about 7-8 months ago, started trading leverage platforms. Why? Because it wasn't safe to do so back in the bear market, because I wasn't fully confident with risking my own money against the market. That's my personal opinion, and that's honesty. It's risk and reward. Until you're ready to do something, do it. Simple. So let's look at a few things now. This is what happens when new people come onto the market. Now I'm going to mention Flood. Flood, absolutely unbelievable trader. But what you see with him is where he is in his relation of development. All of his years throughout time as a trader, profits. You do not come out of the box in this industry a very good trader. You are awful. Be honest with you. You're crap. So when you start seeing screenshots like this, people want that. People want to put a leverage cross on BitMEX, 100x, a 50x. It's crazy when people think about it. When you think how new you are and you're putting 100x on a trade, it's like, okay, because the money is there. The money, you are thinking the profits before the process, and that's a big thing as well. So when leverage platform comes into it, people just think, oh, I can put on $500 risk and I can multiply that by 100. Doesn't take much to work out that that is a 50,000 betting order of a asset. And then you're already thinking, well, if I make 10%, oh no, let's just change that. Let's change it to 2%. And that is 100x. You've already got a 200% return of equity. Take away the fees and all that malarkey, you could basically be looking at a massive amount of money, where basically you double, pretty much, maybe triple. Actually, no, you'll be triple in it. You'll basically turn your $500, okay, into a very simple sum of, basically, you're making $1,000. You can make $1,000 in one trade based off that alone. $500 risk. But it doesn't work like that. Trust me. People do not get rich by doing that from the start. They don't. What people do is, and what all traders have done, and what people fail to comprehend, is a compounding effect. You start low and you build it up with strategic risk management. Now remember that, strategic risk management. How does this work? They do not risk it all, and I've seen traders lose a lot of money from just being stupid and greedy. So what they'll do is they'll grow their Bitcoin up to like 3 or 4 Bitcoin at risk, okay, and then they get cocky. They're like, I'm just winning every time. I'm just gonna go bam, I'm gonna go full tilt, and then they'll lose it all. It's unbelievable. So you need to have a really good risk management. You will get there at some point in your life. You will. It's obvious. Maybe not 100x. I wouldn't recommend that. But for me, you start off with $50 and you continuously move up. So what you do is, if you want to learn how to trade leverage, you need to understand that risk, and that risk reward ratio is absolutely critical to success. You could be a crappy trader, right? Honestly, you could be. But, okay, you will have a very good stop loss in place. You will have very good risk management percentage and losses kind of factored in with your strategy, that you will lose trades. It's keeping those losses very, very small and those wins alright, basically. So you could win 5 out of 10 and still be profitable. You could win 3 out of 10 and still be profitable. If you lose one trade, or even if you win 9 out of 10 and you lose that one trade that wipes you out, you're a rubbish trader. Doesn't matter. I don't care how good you are making money. If you lose money, you're rubbish. So why do people ask? Why are people scared of it? Because of that. Leverage platforms like Bybit, like BitMEX, they have a liquidation. Okay, liquidation is because you are borrowing money from the exchange. You are borrowing other people's money. That's why the fees are so high. So you get to a certain point and it will tell you liquidation price. Once you go beyond that liquidation price, it pulls you out of the trade completely, and whatever you put in that trade, it is now theirs. It is gone. Bye. They have to pay back the fees. They have to pay back all the people lending that money. It is gone. Done. Simple as that. So where are we getting to? I want you to understand the compounding effect. Why people overlook this and why it is so powerful. You need to make small trades every now and again and keep using the same percentages. Keep building, stacking. And when you get to a certain point, you withdraw it, start again. Withdraw it, start again. You keep doing it. So when you think about risk management, and let's talk about this now because I know people do not do it or don't understand it. You need to have a percentage of your wallet at risk at all times. So say for example you put $500 in your account. Cool. You should only risk at maximum 25% of that. Okay, that is at risk. At risk. You should also have a stop loss on there that will limit even more, so you do not lose any of that. You do not want to go into a trade and go, I'm going to lose 25%. No. You need to be able to split that 25% up again, very, very simply, into a stop loss. You should only be looking to lose at maximum 10% of that 25% in a trade. Maximum. Even less than that, if I'm going to be honest with you. That's my personal game. That's how I do it. So how does my mindset change? I know that when I go into a trade that I will lose an X amount if I do not win, if I hit my stop loss. Stop losses are key. Do not expect, if you were short in the market here, oh cool, do not expect it just to keep going because you get wrecked, you'd be gone. So always have a stop loss. If your bias changes and you feel that it's going the other way, you just go in that way. You attack that direction and you follow the trend. You never go against the trend, and this is obviously the long trend. But people short these. I don't know why they do it. They just do it. They short them. Yeah, short-term time frames, yes you can. Very, very obvious. That is a very long 12 hours. Okay, pretty much 12-hour period where it was coming down. You don't have all day to short it. Okay, so other things to recommend is the compounding effect. I've already mentioned it a few times now. This is a long-term strategy that I've been using on my premium. You can see that it's stacking up. I started from $191. I put a little bit extra in there, and now I'm at $1,800 now. This is obviously from the 1st of June, so it's stacking up nicely, slowly. What I'm doing with this is flips. I am buying low, selling high on Binance based on developments. That is one form of trading that people prefer to do. It's a very, very simple way, but it also works. Research, key fundamentals, all that kind of good stuff, and ultimately the best entry point. If you are looking at buying Litecoin right now, I'm afraid to say you've probably missed the boat a couple of months back. I was telling people back in early May, March, April, that region here, buy Litecoin, guys. Well, actually it was way before then. It was down here. I was doing videos on it. Buy Litecoin, woofed. Retrace, buy Litecoin, woofed. It goes, right? So be careful. Do not be buying these tops because you're always going to get burnt. There's going to be a retracement at some point soon. If not, it'll be up here. So, one other thing to recommend for you guys. Learn, but understand this. When you go into these elements here, yeah, it's great seeing people's profits and trades and all that good stuff. But remember the journey. I didn't start off with $1,800. If you come into my premium group, you'll probably see me put a screenshot, $1,800. This is what I'm at. You'd be like, what? Start off with that? Okay, I'll do that. No, I started off from $191 pretty much. Now, I'm going to go to another spreadsheet, an empty one. This is a compound calculator. Okay, this is brilliant. This, obviously ignore this column because it obviously compounds quite high. This is how you can kind of show. Now, I've put 20% per trade based on leverage, okay? You can get a 20% return of investment pretty quickly on a high leverage with low moves based on the 1 minute time frame. Jump in my premium if you want to learn that. I did it on a live Zoom. So, what you need to figure out is this is how quick it grows. Now, after 20 trades, you are already in the absolute wiggle room of, oh my God, because this starting risk amount is based off your opening wallet move. So you put $500 in, for example, you're only risking on your first trade $50. It's all based on percentages. If you are going to risk 10% of your overall balance, stick with it. Every single time, say for example, simple as that really, it's obvious. If you are risking $50 on every move, and whatever profit you make, you keep adding to it, you keep using the same amount. So whenever your overall balance goes up, keep using the same percentage. It's as simple as that. Do not get cocky, because all of a sudden you may find yourself in this position here where you are risking a stupid amount of money, and all of a sudden it is eating into your overall liquidation area. You need to scale down. So you get to a certain point, you scale it, you wiggle it, you adjust it again. You keep doing that so your overall balance is greater than what you risk. That is why people think it's a scam, because they do not understand that. They just go into a trade, I've lost all my money. It is not a scam. It is very, very risky, yes. You are in full control though, and also be aware that anything can happen in these markets. You must have a stop loss. So, education wise, learn the markets. Check out the links below. Okay, I have courses. We have a Telegram group that is completely free you can get involved in. Now, people do think it's a scam because they see like the amount of, you know, money that is made. They think that's not legit. It is fully legit. It's fully there. But this is a very unregulated market. Remember, things can change. You never ever put in accounts stupid amounts of money. You never ever put your money on exchanges, to be fair. Only if you're trading. Now, I said at the start of the video, if you want to succeed, you need to have a trading pot and an investment pot. The investment pot is simple. Everyone holds coins and they want to profit. Your goal and your aim of the game is grow as much Bitcoin as you want. Don't be buying Bitcoin just off the shelf. Buy an altcoin that goes in price. Look at Litecoin, for example. If you put $1,000 into Litecoin, okay, and if I go to the BTC side of it, if you put $1,000 into Litecoin in, let's have a look, even start at the start of this month, say, or the end of May, right? From this region here, you'd have an extra 46% Bitcoin in your account because it's gone up by 46% in BTC pairing. So it's free Bitcoin. You press the profit button, you put it out, you put it into Bitcoin, you've got extra Bitcoin. It's as obvious as that, but that is the same for the leverage platform. Every time you profit, you get the pure asset, especially on Bybit. Bybit is way better than BitMEX, by the way. So basically how it works is you can trade Ethereum, EOS, XRP, and obviously Bitcoin. You get the asset. On BitMEX, you just get Bitcoin. Personally, I'd rather trade Ethereum, and my Ethereum I make is Ethereum, and I can put it into my wallet and off it goes. So there you go. End of video. I hope you enjoyed that one. Understand the concept of learning. Understand that you are never going to get rich straight off the back. You need to learn, you need to build it up, and obviously compound your account. Check out the other videos and obviously hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.